I don't know that one actually.
Well, they're now AIM listed, but again, I think they're fairly fully valued.
What's the concept is? What's the concept geared towards?
It started off as basically supplying, casual wear to the equestrian community in the UK.
Huh. Okay.
And it has it. If you look at it's JOULES. If you look at their website, it's a very distinctly British country look, but more fashion forward. Not kind of fuddy-duddy tweeds. If they do a tweed, they would do it in it would be much more fashionable. But it has it's well curated. It's very well made, and it has a much more distinctly British feel to it. And then I think they're now AIM listed.
Okay. Yeah.
But
well, maybe the inverse is an easier question. Anyone out there that you look at and you think to yourself, it is highly unlikely this concept will still exist in its present form in 2 to 3 years?
Well, I honestly think a lot of that could be said about a lot of the mid-market retailers. I mean, I really do think Marks and Spencer's, if it weren't for their food division,
would be in big trouble.
It will. I mean, but they've just announced a big restructuring. They are shrinking their store estate, and the problem with retail is you can't shrink your way to growth. Shrinking is the way to manage the bottom line, but if retail is not growing, ultimately tends to run out of road. Next, I think there's question marks over now, even though they've been so strong online for many years. I think the extent of their store estate is catching up with them. I think I'd avoid mid-market, and to that extent, New Look is frankly mid-market.
Yes. Primark was the death of that business, and I'm sure it's true probably of other retailers as well. But that's a topic for another day. That's one I've always been fascinated by. I have no idea why it's still part of Associated British Foods. I think to the extent that was ever separated and publicly listed, it would probably be a home run.
I was going to say I think that would be worth in investing in, because I do think it's got. And the great thing is they haven't followed the herd. So, for example, they haven't tried to trade online. They just use online as a marketing channel, because the economics of shipping low-value goods in the UK is hopeless. The other thing is they have actually managed to quite successfully build out internationally.
Well, they've just. I'm sure you're obviously well aware of this, but they. The inroads they've made in the U.S., I think it's been very well received. I know there's one up in Boston, which is where I grew up, that when I went to see it, it had lines out the door to get into the store. So my sense is that so far the early stores in the U.S. have been quite successful, and obviously, to the extent that the concept catches hold here, you can scale very large. So
even there, in the long run, I'm not sure I'd invest, because there's a growing pressure of public opinion. I mean, it's only in the chattering classes at the moment, but a sense that people are becoming more aware of the cost of fast fashion.
Sure. Yep.
And I'd be much more inclined to look at somebody who has an ethical point of view, someone like Todd's or someone who just. I think good narrative in the world of social media is really important, and I think the narrative behind Primark is actually not a good one.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it's effectively it's disposable clothing, right? At some point,
it's disposable clothing. They had that terrible factory accident in Bangladesh.
Yeah.
These things, provenance of goods, control of supply chain. I'd avoid the discount end of the market personally.
Makes sense. Okay. Well, hey, look, next time I have to do phone calls on UK retail, I'll add you to the list. I would love to. I'll love to get your thoughts on all the other ones. I do. It's an area that I haven't spent a ton of time on recently, but I have a number of names that are on my list of names to get through. So I will be spending time on it. It's just a matter of when. So if so,
it'll be a pleasure.
I'll look forward to circle back with you on it then.
I enjoy conversations because they make me think.
Oh, good.
So,
well, I'm glad.
Hopefully
the next time we talk, I'll make you think more, and I'll have better questions, and it'll only get better from there. So, but I do sincerely appreciate your time, and it was a lot of fun chatting with you. So
and you.
I thank you again.
Cheers, man. Have a great weekend.
Have a good rest of the weekend.
Okay.
You too.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.